According to Republican officials, Republican strategists, and basically Republican voters all across the country, Trump fatigue is starting to set in. This is, of course, according to a new report from NBC News that, again, spoke with strategists, they spoke with candidates, they spoke with officials, they spoke with voters. And across the board, across the country, they're starting to hear the same thing. People are getting tired of Donald Trump in these midterm races. And here's why. First and foremost, whenever Donald Trump comes out, injects himself into a Republican primary race, it creates chaos. It creates chaos for Republicans. It creates chaos for the candidates. It creates chaos for the voters if he decides to come there and throw a rally that, of course, are not being as attended as heavily as they used to be. And these Republicans who are trying to run races or trying to run a party locally are sick of it. Let me read this again from NBC News. As the next round of midterm primaries nears, a growing number of Republicans have admitted they've developed an acute case of Donald Trump fatigue. They're tired of looking backward at 2020. They're tired of playing the fealty game. They're tired of him claiming credit for their victories. And I have to read this quote. A Republican Party official. Trump fatigue is all over the place. It's among committee people and especially elected officials. And here's the thing. I'm not going to spend a year campaigning, raising money, only for the last week of the campaign, him to decide he doesn't like my golf swing and endorses my opponent. I love that quote because it's so accurate, right? Donald Trump endorses people for the stupidest reasons, usually because they have shown that they are loyal to him, that they love him, that everything they do in office will be for him. But sometimes even that isn't enough, right? He may not like the way you look on TV. Like, we have literally seen people not get endorsed, like Josh Mandel, by the way. He didn't endorse Josh Mandel up in Ohio because he thought he looked weird. Thought he looked weird is what the report said from the people at Mar-a-Lago close to him. And there's nothing you can do to change that. This guy is a creep. This guy is a wacko. But he's causing chaos. And voters are starting to see it. Officials are starting to see it. Candidates are starting to see it. So here's the thing. Let's not forget, Trump is still ahead in all the polls, except, of course, that one at the Colorado conference this past weekend. Most Republicans do not feel this way. Okay, this is not a widespread thing happening with Republicans. Like, we're all sick of Trump. So don't get your hopes up yet. But the more he does it, the more people that will feel it. So the best thing that can happen for the country right now is for Donald Trump to stay in the picture. And I do think a lot of this Trump fatigue that's coming along is because he's back on social media. He's on Truth Social. Again, like I said, he is legally required to use Truth Social a certain number of times each week. That's according to the financial statements so that they can get investors to come in. He's agreed to do this, as part of the contract. So he's legally required to do it. And as soon as he starts doing that these last few weeks, suddenly we start getting reports of Trump fatigue. It's not a coincidence, folks. I'm not saying that's the only reason, but it's certainly a big reason. The more he's out there, the more people remember how terrible he is. That may be the only thing that keeps him out of office after the 2024 presidential election.
This is Hattie. Hattie wants to know why you have not subscribed to our channel. You obviously like our videos, so do us a favor and subscribe.